India called it strength. They called it doctrine. घुस के मारेंगे. But today, the story is not being written in Delhi. It is being recorded in federal courtroom in New York. Nikhil Gupta has pleaded guilty. Not accused, not alleged, not framed. Guilty. And that changes everything. This is Ali Furqan, and tonight on The Pivot, we follow the story behind New York's courtroom shock and its global ripple effects. The target was Gurpatwant Singh Pannu, a Sikh separatist leader, a US citizen. The charges: murder for hire, conspiracy, money laundering. Arrested in the Czech Republic, extradited to the United States, and now a guilty plea in Manhattan Federal Court. This is no longer a diplomatic accusation. This is a legal admission under oath. US prosecutors have already named an alleged Indian government-linked raw official, Vikas Yadav. The file is not closed, it is expanding. India's leadership projected muscular nationalism. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, National Security Advisor Ajit Doval, Defense Minister Rajnath Singh, Foreign Minister S. J. Shankar. The messaging was clear. We will strike inside enemy territory. But listen carefully. You will not hear those words anymore. Not after Canada, not after America. Because now they have been caught. First Canada, then the United States. And when cases moves from intelligence whispers to court proceedings, the doctrine becomes evidence. The same leaders who once declared "घुस के मारेंगे" are now watching as that doctrine is examined in court. Now watch what happened next. India suddenly seals a major trade deal with Washington, reduces Russian oil purchase after US pressure, joins the US-backed Pax Silica Critical Minerals Initiative, aligns more closely with American supply chain architecture. And this week, President Donald Trump says Modi is happy with the peace board. United States does not prosecute nationals of a strategic partner casually. When legal vulnerability increases, strategic flexibility decreases. India needed trade access, tariff relief, technology cooperation, mineral partnership. Washington had an indictment, an extradition, and now a guilty plea. United States does not prosecute nationals of a strategic partner casually. When legal vulnerability increases, strategic flexibility decreases. India needed trade access, tariff relief, technology cooperation, mineral partnerships. Washington had an indictment, an extradition, and now a guilty plea. This is not emotional analysis. This is geopolitical arithmetic. And let us not forget, after the May setback against Pakistan, India's dream of projecting itself as an unstoppable regional power suffered a blow. The narrative of invincibility cracked. The doctrine of "घुस के मारेंगे" now faces courtroom scrutiny abroad and strategic recalibration at home. A power that cannot control the narrative externally, adjust internally. Now comes the real question. Nearly 20 Kashmiri leaders have been killed inside Pakistan, from Karachi to Azad Kashmir. If Washington can indict our one assassination plot, what about those cases? Should Pakistan remain silent? Or should Islamabad formally raise the issue at international forums? If there is accountability in New York, there must be accountability everywhere. Pakistan must respond institutionally, strategically, legally not emotionally. This case is bigger than Nikhil Gupta. It is about credibility. India calls itself world's largest democracy, a responsible global actor, a strategic partner. But credibility is currency in geopolitics. And once it weakens, it costs more than trade concessions. It costs leverage. India wanted to project strength, but strength is not loud speeches. Strength survives scrutiny, and when "घुस के मारेंगे" turns into guilty pleas, when strategic autonomy turns into rapid alignment, when courtroom admissions reshapes diplomacy, then something has shifted. The question is not whether India signed a trade deal. The question is, at what price? This is not just a legal case. This is a power equation. And in geopolitics, power never negotiates without pressure. This is The Pivot. I'm Ali Furqan. See you next week with a new story and a new perspective.